Splay is releasing an update of their flagship adult shoe today, so I thought it would be a good time to go over a little review of Splay and talk about some of the things that have changed from the old version. Some background about Splay: they're based in the US, in Utah, and they started out with little kid shoes. My son wore these for several years when we were first getting into barefoot shoes, and honestly, he loved them. They tended to be really good for people with pizza feet, kind of like a backwards triangle where it's really wide at the toes and a little bit skinnier at the ankle and a little bit low volume. Then they came out with essentially an adult version with laces, just a simple canvas shoe, kind of good for pizza feet with a very squared off toe. So obviously that was great for the room. Maybe people didn't love the aesthetics quite as much because it is a pretty right angle right here. So I think responding to that, Splay came out with their next version where they tried to keep the toe space but improve the aesthetics and rounded the toe. But in doing that, I think they rounded it too much, and my feedback to them was it's just a little bit too narrow in the toe box now. So I took these for a really long walk when I first got them and just had a hot spot on my pinky toe. So they didn't end up being one that I wore that much just because there wasn't that much space in the toe box. My mom has wear tested these, like, for me a ton, in that like she walks miles and miles a day and has a few pairs. This is almost all she wears, and she absolutely loved these. But when it came to the new version, I was kind of like, you should probably hold off, because if you love the toe space in these, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed in these. Let's see what Splay came up with for their next version, and it's these. And I think they did do a pretty good job of trying to improve the aesthetic of these, but keeping that toe space. So if you see these, they're not quite as rounded as this one, but they're also not quite as squared off as the originals. So I've been trying these and wearing these, and yeah, the toe space feels great. They've made some really nice improvements just to the quality of the materials. The canvas feels a lot softer. It feels like there's just a little bit more padding around the ankle. Overall, I think this is a really great update. Yeah, you keep the toe space, but you improve the aesthetics and the comfort overall. I wear the women's 8. My feet are 23.3 centimeters. So for me, I mean, these say they're an EU39 and I'm usually an EU38. So I generally think it's Splay running a little bit small. So maybe sizing up half a size or a size comparison where you can see the original and the new version. Overall, good toe space in both. These are a lot tighter around the ankle. The old ones, the new ones, are a lot roomier around the ankle and just feel a little bit softer and nicer overall.